All right, thank you everybody for joining us for another IGC Presents Valoris Tantibus, Session 13, Kitchen Sink. I'll start off with a little recap of what happened last time, mostly combat. The characters were engaged in a almost a fight to the death with Brother Fist and several of the Brotherhood of Midnight. They were able to overcome the odds and actually bring Brother Fist down. During the foray, of course, Zendra was protected, although she's little itty bitty. And her heart pump seems to be working just fine. As the characters look around, I think we wanted to do loot first. Is that correct?
Yeah, loot's important.
All right. So, I did not get a chance to import these into Fantasy Grounds, but the first item that you guys will come across is a comma. It does indeed have a magical aura.
Huh.
Next,
Sounds like a monk weapon to me.
next item.
Yep.
Around his waist, you see a sash or obi that also exudes great power. Not so much a magical item, but as you guys uncovered the cowl that was draped across Brother Fist's face, you did see two milky eyes, dead to the world. Naz, you would have instantly smelled the magic kind of seeping out of them. He also has a pouch. It's got a little bit of gold in it.
That's going to be fun.
537 gold pieces.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Now, it's not all in gold, but that's the equivalent.
I would like to hang on to the two magic items until we figure out what they are.
Fair enough.
Like,
You are the
Because-
monk and
because-
the MVP.
presumably they are monk related. And then I'll toss the gold to just whoever's distributing party cash.
Now I'm just gonna snatch those eyes.
You would have to rip them out of his head.
I've got no problem with that.
All right, anybody gonna stop him?
No, you can have it.
Naz, or not Naz. Dakota's gonna look away just to avert his eyes, like, ew.
Yeah, I mean,
Would
no
you
one
like a
has
scalpel?
some peculiar behavior, but this may take the cake.
Well,
Wait,
at least
what are you
he's
talking
happy.
about? Naz is all about cutting things up and replacing organs.
All right, another important question. Battle is over. What do you guys wish to do? Stop and take a short rest? Or get out of this accursed place?
Do we? Okay, I think before we even answer that question, like, this is all tied to a ritual, right?
Yeah, of some kind.
During an
Yeah.
eclipse?
Mm-hmm.
Who has the book right now? And can they confirm to me that it's during the eclipse?
From what we saw, it is the eclipse, yeah.
And it has to be done during that time.
Well, we don't know specifically what, we just know that it has to be done during the eclipse.
I would hazard Zendra's death.
I'm going to ask both. This is a question to both Boris and the constable. When is the eclipse?
Oh, well, we know what the eclipse is. 'Cause
I would like a reminder.
Hang on, I actually have it in my notes. Today is the 1st of Adibus. Is today the
And-
1st?
No, we're somewhere. Oh god,
I'm
I
looking
lost
at-
track of how many days have passed. So the eclipse is on the 28th day of the lunar cycle. We were at about a week away, or 9 days away, before the masquerade. I think the masquerade happened on the 20th or 21st, but I don't remember which. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, I think, until the eclipse. Catherine, you can read.
The constable will look over at you. How do you not know this? He will tell you that it is when the sun rises, it will be the 22nd.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I was right. Boom.
No,
Nailed
it was more he was questioning why it took you so long to figure out.
Okay, that was an out of character. In character, I definitely know that. Out of character, I have no idea because it's been like 3 or 4 weeks since I actually tracked this.
Fair enough.
So yeah, it's the 22nd. The eclipse is the evening of the 28th.
So then, wait. What did he mean when he said he had all they needed? Because
He has all the material components.
So the ritual is a bunch of poisons. So you collect a bunch of poisons. You need the blood of a dead humanoid infant killed by phase spider venom. The blood of a dead humanoid killed by a mixture of arsenic and belladonna. The heart of a virgin killed with wyvern venom. A quart of blood from a vampire or person infected with vampirism. And the ground reproductive glands of 7 giant moths.
well, we know they have her heart, but at least she's alive. So we have that going.
Well,
Maybe.
it comes down to how specific the ritual is.
Right.
It could just be the blood passed through the wyvern venom passed through the heart, not necessarily, which would normally kill someone, but Zendra's kind of in a different situation from normal.
Just a little.
The big thing is we need to figure out where this ritual is taking place, or we can't do anything.
Well, for the time being, I say we get the hell out of here because we have what, 7 days? 6-7 days?
Including the day of the ritual, which we might want to be mostly in place.
So for the time being, this is what I recommend. Get out. We try to resuscitate Zendra as fast as possible and see if she remembers.
I mean, Zendra's up and about currently.
When she's not in massive amounts of pain.
He's tiny and flying.
For that matter, we should probably at the very least get her somewhere safer.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
definitely true.
That is what the DM wanted to hear. As you guys start to exit out of this place, it seems Maldark had left you one last surprise. Parting gift. Everyone needs to make me, save for Dimitri, needs to make me a wisdom saving throw, DC 17.
You can move that.
Oh, ignore
I
that!
can't.
Ignore that D4.
Mine's even worse.
It was a really good roll on the D4.
Well, I rolled a 19, so it is. I guess it doesn't matter. I don't think I should have that effect anymore.
Point
Yeah.
of interest. What kind of effects am I rolling?
Well, I'll say it here in a second. Isao, you rolled a 20. You are fine. It would be hallucinatory. Magical.
Let me double check something real quick, because I think I can auto-save.
And what kind of illusion is it?
Not illusion, hallucinatory.
Could I use my sword special ability to autosave?
Read it off to me.
Sword of Pious Conviction automatically. You have 1 charge, can expend to automatically succeed on 1 saving throw when wielded.
Yes, You may do that.
Okay. I figured I wouldn't have put it away because this place is dangerous as fuck.
Damn.
And I did give you the total number of charges, correct?
Yeah, so it's one charge, and it I have to have a sleep before it recharges.
Okay.
It says once per long rest. Yeah.
Or once per.
I think this is actually per day.
No, it's not even once per long rest. It's once per. I have to go bathe it in some moonlight.
Well, let's hope it was a party save and not
Yeah.
individual.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is,
so we've got
Even with advantage, I
Hal?
fucked up.
and
Hal
Naz.
and Naz.
Okay. As you guys exit out of this place, so we're gonna do some mechanical effects. Hal, Naz, for the next X amount of rounds, you cannot distinguish friend from foe.
Oh, lovely.
That's not good.
Incoming sheet. As you guys climb the stairs, you find yourself in a very recently used yet derelict cathedral. You immediately hear the sounds of battle. Looking down the long stretch, you see an old comrade of yours, Dimitri, squaring off against
And we are fucking bone dry, right? Well, okay, wait. Did leveling up restore our shit?
Nope.
Do they get at least like the spells that they would earn because of leveling up, or no? Not until long rest.
If you gained an extra spell slot. There, I think everybody's visible, right?
Yep.
Yep. The map isn't, but we are.
Oh, you can't see the map?
No, it's just 2 cards and it says loading.
Yep, that's what I see too.
Doody doody doo. Must be time for appropriate music.
I mean, yeah, we are waiting for loading, so.
I tried sharing it again.
Oh, I see the thing.
It's like
let
a
me-
map with a pentagram or so.
Uh-huh.
Pentagrams.
Oh, you guys see it now.
And at
Okay.
and at the bottom is Dimitri scoring off with bandits and Bird.
The
That is
crows,
correct.
okay.
So everybody needs to
Still
roll
don't see
initiative.
anything. So that has to be something on my end.
You don't even see the loading.
I see the loading. So I mean, I can see our tokens and stuff, so that's good enough.
What button is it to bring up the maps again?
It should be under images.
Images, right?
Images and
That's-
Uh,
There's a lot here.
It is called Cathedral. If you sort by new.
There we go. Found it. Yeah, I'm still having the same.
let me see if I exit out, maybe reopen it. No. Alright, I'm just not going to worry about it as long as I can see my token.
And that's how I rolled your initiative. I know you're having issues.
Shit. Initiative. Ooh, that was great.
That's some good initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Only the best.
I'm ready.
All right. Again, as you kind of come out of the steps, you hear the sounds of battle. Makoto, you react first.
Would I have recognized the effect that washed over all of us when I tried to resist it?
Only that it was a kind of gas. You don't know the extent of the effects, though you could use your turn to maybe roll an Arcana check.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
This is the wrong game, Atherin.
Yeah. Can't do smiley faces. Okay.
No, I'm gonna move forward. Oh, this is not on that mode. Okay.
That is correct. I can turn it on if we need.
Just need to make a quick measurement. It would help if I could see the fucking measurement.
Pish posh.
Applesauce.
I'm just gonna move up.
25 feet.
And, well, it's 30. The 25 was measured from a
Oh, I got you.
in front of me. And I don't have spells, so I'm just gonna have my sword ready.
Okay, fair enough. Moving on. Bandit 4 is engaged with one of the Merkaba, swings his daggers, locking blades. Hal, it is now your turn.
Oh, we might need to clear those effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
that.
Also, where can I see the turn, like the list?
Click the top right button of two cross swords.
Thank you.
Okay, so I don't know how this thing affects me. So like I can't distinguish friend from foe.
That is correct. So, around you, as you kind of start opening your eyes, you see the Brotherhood of Midnight surrounding you.
Alright, so that many people, I assume they're Brotherhood of Midnight. I'm going to spend a key and use
They're right next to you.
Step of the Wind to disengage.
Okay.
And then move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then through these benches and just kind of like hop over. That's like 40 feet. It would be, I have 45 technically. I'm willing to try to make like an acrobatics check.
Yes. Make me an acrobatics check. You are going to be at disadvantage as you are in a panic.
Oh. Okay. Disadvantage. Acrobatics check. And I'm just kind of like sliding over the bench, pulling out my quarterstaff. Ooh, that's bad.
Ooh. You land in your square, prone.
Dropped a 20.
Yeah, that sucks.
All right, but no, that's fine. I just like I slide over the bench and just like go down behind, just like with my quarterstaff ready.
Okay, and you can also make a wisdom save.
Alrighty, wisdom save. Much better. Oh, okay, it went through. I was like, no, it didn't go through. That was an 18.
Okay, so mechanically, when you get up the next time, you're gonna come to your senses. Right now, you're since you're kind of prone, you can't see what's going on.
Okay, can I have used my action to do a dash to get up and just like be crouched?
Because you failed your acrobatics, you fell prone, and that ended your movement.
All right, that's fine. Then yeah, I'm just like on the ground with my quarterstaff ready to swing at anybody coming over the benches.
Sounds good.
Over the pews. Damn it! I was hoping to use that key for something else.
I think it would be appropriate.
Do.
Bandit 1 moves in to engage the Merkava. Bandit 3.
what I would do if I was surrounded by what, six brotherhoods?
6 dudes. 6
It
angry
wasn't what
dudes.
it wasn't what you were done last time.
Oh no, I did end up doing that. Just after running in to punch them all.
That is a good point.
He moves in to strike Petrovich from behind.
I exited the client and was going to rejoin just to see if we could get the thing to load, and now it's not letting me load in.
Oh no, you closed the client.
Yeah.
That was your first mistake.
Rip.
I didn't know that'd be an issue.
Yeah, it's something we've all kind of learned. If you ever get a connection, don't touch anything.
If it helps, I rolled a critical against you.
That makes me feel so much better. Thank you, Catherine.
If it helps, he has sneak attack.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dies first round.
Petrovich joins, and he's
Don't do that. And
You can.
let's go.
So does this connect?
Oof.
Does the reconnect just take forever?
You can certainly
Yeah.
try.
Sometimes it just doesn't work.
either take forever or you'll never connect the rest. That's happened to both Makoto and I a couple times.
And a Sal.
And so,
And Shizuka.
And
And
me.
Madison.
so basically everybody.
I'll be
The only one
honest.
that hasn't happened to is Hal.
Yep.
'Cause
Let's get
hell-
that connect early and don't disconnect until after.
I didn't think it would be an issue. Now I've learned.
Well, at least there's a stream.
I'm
That is true.
wondering, speaking of the stream, I'm wondering if it's something to do with the stream. Because that's the only thing that really changes between us being in the game and not being able to connect, and before the game and being able to connect. I don't know why it would have something to do with that, but
I don't know, but Naz, it's your turn, and you're surrounded by bad guys.
Naz is going to scream and run away back where he came from.
All right.
I just freely move my token right now, apparently?
Yes, you can.
I'm assuming we came from the north side.
That is correct.
How do I perceive my drone in Zendra?
Your drone looks really weird. Zendra,
Looks like a really
very-
tiny enemy.
it like maybe a halfling Brotherhood of Midnight mini fist.
Your drone also looks like a brother of midnight.
Well,
This
no,
might be a
that's
red
more what I-
flag.
That's more what I was asking is, do I at least recognize my own creation, or does that also look like a Brotherhood of Midnight?
I will give you a +2 on your next save.
Okay.
Droney,
But that comes
when
at the
did
end
you
of your
join
turn.
The Brotherhood?
Yeah, I'm trying to... Good. Nah. Oh, is there anything to the north of us? Like, how did we enter?
A wall.
this room? How did we enter this room?
The center, there's a kind of a stone pillar, not a pillar, like an altar that was moved as you guys came up.
Oh, so we came up from stairs?
That is correct. You believe you're at least on ground level.
Okay. How high is the ceiling?
It's a cathedral, a good 30 foot.
That's within range. Naz going to try to grappling hook something on the ceiling and pull himself up to get away from these people.
Okay. Make me a ranged attack. DC is going to be 10.
We would do a normal roll with just proficiency, I'm assuming, in dex. Ah, fuck it. I'm just going to use my actual ranged attack and then add the ammo back.
That's fine. Oh yeah, with great ease, you're like, I'm out of here.
I'm surprised you could just set up the grappling hook as an attack for future.
I mean, I guess I could, yeah.
Shizuka, it is now your turn. Though Naz, I need a wisdom save +2.
I was going to say. Advantage. It's against the same effect, right? Still magic?
That is correct.
Okay.
So you get advantage and +2?
Yep.
Ooh, +7.
Shizuka, go ahead.
Shizuka would just like wonder what the hell Naz's problem is. Like, okay, maybe the eyes did something. Shizuka's actually going to move up and just go right. And that's all she can do.
All right.
What's gotten into Hal?
No idea. So, if anything, I think Hal's also, Naz is also bugging out. Weird.
Naz is always bugging out, to be fair.
Boris.
Yeah, but okay.
More so than usual.
Yeah, like it's just extra, you know.
So, just a real quick question. Do I have line of sight on the bandit that is attacking Petrovich?
Yes.
Which bandit is he? Because I can't actually see the bandits either.
So the bandit is number 3.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can target on... I guess I can't.
I can do it for you.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead.
That's interesting, because I can target him that way.
Maybe it's just because I don't have the... what's it called?
Yeah, I was having the exact same issue.
Yeah, you let loose on your light crossbow. It finds its purchase in his back. You hear "Wah!" from down the hall.
Brother, could you use some help?
Nice shot.
That was a very good shot.
I was sent to help you, brother.
Well, you're late to the party. Don't worry, I saved you some vodka.
Isao, it is now your turn.
So it's just going to take 2 shots. He gained an extra attack for new fighter.
Okay.
At one of the bandits engaging the Merkava. No sniping, just regular.
It's regular hits. Okay, so put you on bandit 1. And weapon, okay. First strike, you pull back. 16, a hit. For 14 points of damage. You let loose another arrow. Critical fail.
Please don't hit me.
The bane of multi-attack.
Indeed. Do you wish to move forward?
No, I'm good where I am.
All right. War Chanter does some chanting of war. Dimitri, it is now your turn. You're engaged from behind with a bandit, and to the front, you see a rather large crow. He's holding a great scythe.
I feel like the crow might be the bigger threat here. Just maybe.
Technically, they're all part of the crow. One of them appears to be their champion.
Yeah, that guy is probably the one I want to focus on.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack him. Obviously, I can't do that for myself right now.
Yep, I gotcha.
Oh, and I am gonna say that Petrovich took one of his potions, came here, so his Dex is gonna be 3 points higher, and his Wisdom is gonna be 3 points lower.
Okay. And you only get the single attack?
No, I think he has double attack.
Double
He
attack,
should have,
okay.
He should have extra attack.
First attack finds purchase. Second one parried away. You did 7 points of damage.
Alright, it's good for showing, I guess.
Top of the order, Makoto.
After seeing two shots from a couple shots from his friends, Makoto's just gonna be like, "Wait, what the hell am I doing?
What are you doing?
I apparently have the wrong guy selected."
It would help to have the right one selected.
Also, just an FYI, Zeleth, you have yourself targeted, or whoever is controlling. this
Oh,
area.
that might have been me.
I think that's solidly out there, because I'm not even in right now. It's not
Figured
even
I'd
loading.
Figured I'd let you know so you don't accidentally attack yourself.
Like Maddie does, like, every other week.
I will not make this mistake twice.
Yo, good
Yeah,
hits.
I'm sorry for not notifying you beforehand. I kind of forgot.
And I'm gonna keep moving forward.
Okay.
Kind of a minor detail.
As you
I wanna
channel your
disconnect.
Eldritch Blast, looks like it finds its mark for 1 point of damage.
I hit with the 10 with the first one.
Oh, that you did. That you did. Anything else?
I moved forward, and that should be, and that'll be, yeah. Makoto's just like, "Wait, what the hell am I doing? Blast, blast!"
All right. I'm not going to narrate all these bad guys. Most of them are engaged with the Merkaba. But Hal, it is now your turn.
Okay, so Hal's going to do like a kick up, use half his movement. See that the people he thought were Brotherhood are actually his friends and is confused as to what the fuck was going on. But is then going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 45. So do a dash action.
Okay, do make me an acrobatics or athletics, your choice. DC 12.
Okie-doke. Acrobatics. Passed it by a bunch.
No problem.
So I did a dash action and I used half my movement to get up. That's rounded down or rounded up? Or half? Because I have 45.
So always in your favor is how I do things.
Okay, so I have another 25 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So Hal kind of just like kicks up and then dashes down the hall and just looks like he's ready for it.
You hear the chung, 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 chung as he's running across the pews. Gotta get that parkour! Get that parkour!
Parkour!
Parkour! Under Hal's breath, you just hear him say, parkour!
It's awesome. Alright, let me do some of these bandits.
Because despite being really good at it, Hal
I think
still
we
thinks
lost someone
parkour
else's
is-
connection.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
me.
Physica drop.
Alright, don't worry.
Dropping like flies.
Yeah, I'm trying to reconnect because all of a sudden Fantasy Grounds freaked the hell out.
Yeah, it's probably the ice storm that's coming through in my area.
Oh, god damn it, not ice.
Every other fucking week we're having
What's
the
Indiana?
ISIS storms.
It's like 10
Yeah, I live in
degrees,
Michigan.
and then it's like 100.
That fucking last ice storm we had like 2 days ago, where everything was literally covered in ice. Fuck that.
God, that was awful. Also, I swear I heard Maddie say ISIS storm.
I heard somebody say ISIS, and I was
Get your
like,
guns, you got terrorists, boys.
Where are we dropping?
And Naz, it is your turn.
Let's see. Okay, so for argument's sake, what did I grapple onto? Is it just like a rafter?
Yeah, like the rafters here in the ceiling, or your
Is it
arms
something I
stuck through the
could-
wood.
Is it something that I could like climb up onto and actually be on instead of just hanging from my arm?
Let's see. Yeah, I see no problem with that.
Okay. So I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of try to conceal myself and start digging through my pack. Now this is completely out of character. Does anybody remember if I've used my cauldron thing this long rest? 'Cause I can't.
You have not.
You have a cauldron?
That's exactly
is it-
why I
is
know
it-
that you haven't used it because
Is
you
it
have not
is
brought
it
up
an
until now.
alchemist? Is it alchemist jug?
Yeah, it's my alchemist jug.
I don't think you have this rest. No.
Not this rest, no. You did
No.
last rest because you used it at the party.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no, everybody is a well distance away from. Do I get a range bonus for chucking things since I'm high up?
Sure, we'll give you a couple.
Oh god.
God, how's this gonna work?
Poorly, probably.
I mean, yeah, probably.
But that's the norm with us.
No, this. Fuck it. I'm just gonna take. How do we draw shit and figure out how far things are?
Use both mouse buttons.
Okay. Damn it. Okay, so
Just for quick maths, just whatever you could normally do because of your height, just add 50%.
okay. Well, here goes. Got 4 people in range. This could turn out poorly.
No.
I'm sorry, Sal.
It's fine.
It could have been worse. I was kind of hoping you'd aim all the way at me, to be honest.
You think you are significantly out of range for me?
Yeah.
What are you attempting?
I'm gonna chuck one of my fire flasks.
Oh,
at
okay.
Sal.
So he gets a dexterity save?
Yep, dex save.
Oh, handily.
He sure as fuck makes it, so he takes no damage. We're good.
Sal, you've got a flask coming in at you.
Just like my uncle back in the day. I learned how to dodge rocks.
Do I get another save?
Yes, you get another save.
Just remember, you can
same
dodge a wrench
conditions?
and dodge a ball.
You can have the +2 still.
I'll still fuck this up, but
Double
How did I roll?
sixes.
2
Wow. Wow. Well, the good thing is next round you don't need to do anything because it'll naturally wear off.
sixes. Okay.
But you still have to do your turn as per crazied.
Yeah. Perk.
That's pretty crazy.
Shiz, it is now your turn.
I think he needs a moment. She's going to move up to. It's not.
They're about 75, 80 feet away.
So get this. And I'm going to find.
Hi.
Boris, you're on deck.
Yep, I'm here.
All right, Shiz, strike. 4 points of damage.
And then the second beam.
Also connects. First bolt slams into his body, followed up by a smaller second, but still effective. As soon as the bolts strike from outside the cathedral, you hear the sharp shrill of whistles. Boris.
I also can't see distance numbers, apparently.
150. Oh, that's to your target.
I'm trying to move as well. That's the problem. I'm not sure it's registering on your end.
How far would you like to move, and I'll move you?
I'm going to guess it's about 40.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm making do. Moving up, attacking the same dude. Am I still selected on him for targeting?
You are indeed.
Okay.
And then Sao, you're on deck.
Getting some good use out of
Ooh,
this crowd.
that is a
Yeah,
good
we're
hit.
getting. These are some good attack rolls we've got.
You pull back on your bow. And maybe in another life you would always miss, but tonight your aim is true. All right, anything
Does Divine
else?
Strike only apply to melee? Out of curiosity.
Nope. I'm moving on up.
All right, Isao, what would you like to do?
Isao's going to aim at the beefiest looking target there. He's going to use his inspiration to do a sharpshooter
Ooh.
attack with advantage.
Let's see. I'm just going to manually click advantage.
Yeah, so click advantage and -5, and then double click the attack. And if it hits, you have to do a +10.
Okay, gotcha. That was actually on a different bandit. 14 AC will not strike. I forgot that you select him.
How many side points do I have left?
On your sheet. Where's that located?
Under first level spells.
Spell slots?
Yeah.
What? All of them?
No,
all-
if it's checked, they're consumed.
Oh, 0.
I'll do nothing.
Aw. Do you still get the 2 attacks?
Oh yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me fix the targeting here real quick.
And I'll just waste this second attack as a sharpshooter as well.
Okay. Ugh. You rolled 4s and then 5s. I'm sorry.
Nice.
Hey, it's almost like your Naz trying to make a saving throw.
I will move a little bit, 30 feet in a direction away from
Away from...
danger.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Dimitri. Still got 2 guys on you. Still here, Sulla?
Yep.
You got 2 guys on you. Still going
No, I'm
after
sorry.
Beefy McBeeferson?
I feel like that's still probably the best idea. Mainly because if I try to take them all on, I'm gonna die.
I mean, you're
If
still
it makes
alive.
you feel better, the other guy attacking you is currently getting blasted in the back.
Keep that up. I'll rely on you to take him out then. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going after Beefy.
All right. Ooh, a solid strike. For 4 points of damage as you slice across his chest. Second attack. Not as good. He hooks it with his scythe.
I'm just not getting any good ones in.
All right. And this is kind of what happens. We're going to fast track things just a little bit. The whistles get louder and louder as a main contingent of the Merkava burst in through the doors. Several rounds are obviously going to pass, but the odds are not in the favor of the crows. So, we're going to put ourselves out of combat. And let me take care of some things because parlay might be an option for you guys.
Are we parlaying with the Merkava?
That's a possibility as well.
Okay.
All right, so we are out of combat. I'll continue to delete some tokens here in the background. The Merkava mostly have things under control. The biggish brute, they have him kind of restrained, pinned down, separated from his weapon. Also, you see one of the crows has a very ornate mask, reminiscent of a plague doctor. He has also been subdued. Appears to be their leader. The constable is doing his best to keep the Merkava in line. There were quite a few casualties, several on the Merkava side, mostly on the crows. You guys have the floor.
Dimitri's gonna wipe off some of the blood from the hit that got in.
You okay?
It will be fine.
Naz is going to make his way over by grappling 30 feet down and swinging through the rafter.
Okay,
Bionic Commando your way all the way over.
Makoto just looks up at him. I thought I was a show-off.
I think he's just being weird, right?
Is there a time that he's not weird?
Yeah, when he's inventing. Then he's weirder. This is normal. And Naz, you wanna come down?
Naz repels himself down, upside down.
Oh no, I'm missing impossible.
He goes, "What's up?"
Just wondering, why were you rappelling across the ceiling like that?
I look up and go, "'Cause it's fun."
Izuku will actually look up and be like, you know, you're right, that actually does.
I can't argue with that logic.
Dimitri.
Naz drops to the rest of the floor and tries to actually just kind of fails.
Petrovich is going to look at Makoto and raise an eyebrow and say, "Who is your fox friend?"
Wait, is there something on my
That's
Base.
Makoto. He usually wears a disguise given his appearance. It's a
I
personal
totally
thing.
forgot.
That said, we were able to find Zendra, and keep her alive, somewhat barely.
Naz has Droney kind of bring her forward, super shrinkified.
This is good.
Naz.
Boris is going to hand Petrovich his hip flask. Here, you might need this.
Not while I'm working, brother.
What's the situation on the outside?
We have things under control. I decided to bring a friend, so to speak.
Another friend.
Oh, who would that be?
He points to the macabre.
Ah, yes.
A many friend.
Well, it was well timed. We managed to take out the other, the second one who we've encountered before. Called himself Brother Fist. But he was not the ringleader.
Naz grumbles about that being a stupid name.
Yes, Naz, we're aware it's a stupid name. He's dead downstairs. Presumably still. But he seemed to have been. He seemed to have been confident that he completed his mission. It presumably called for Zendra's death, but there's a precarious in-between currently occupied.
Then we should probably get her somewhere safer.
Preferably the hospital.
Preferably anywhere that isn't where you were previously holding her.
No offense.
He raised an eyebrow at this.
Kind of offense.
During the interim, since Dimitri rejoined the campaign, Zendra was lost for a while. We'll get
he's not raising the eyebrow in confusion. He's raising the eyebrow in disapproval.
Well, you see Zendra kind of one, small, but two, holding some kind of clockwork contraption that's connected to her body. Naz, if you wanted to describe it, since it's your thing.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. If they ask about it in character, I'll jump into it.
That is. Never mind.
Well, we do need to get her someplace safe. She had been taken into custody by your people and then went missing from said custody. So we might want to keep her anywhere but wherever we were keeping her before.
The consul speaks up. Perhaps it is better she's under someone else's charge? He looks over at the two Bogatyr.
And who would that be, I wonder?
This lot seems capable enough.
He points to the dead macabre. Says nothing.
You know I was not speaking of Merkava.
Regardless, in a few days, there's going to be the ritual. We just need to find out where.
Perhaps these two know something.
The one with the mask looks important.
Very well. And Hal will just walk up to the one with the mask.
All right. He's surrounded by two Merkava and a captain of the guard. He's bound, seated on the floor. He looks up at you. You can see kind of the darkened glass goggles.
Looking at a thing real quick. Where is it? There it is. Does that require a key?
Are you looking at Hour of Reaping?
Yeah, it does not require a key. So I'm going to use Hour of Reaping and With the new mask that Hal has, it kind of just darkens and drips with shadow and blood in the guy's vision, and he casts Hour of Reaping, causing fear. So it's a DC.
I forgot you were wearing that stupid fucking skull mask.
It's fantastic. What is my DC? So it's a DC 14
Versus
wisdom. Versus otherwise he's afraid of it.
all right.
And I just say, do you have any idea where this ritual is happening?
He looks up at you. You can see just behind that darkened bits of glass a little bit of gleam behind it. It's obviously some sort of humanoid behind the mask. I know a great many things, but everything has a price. I am not afraid. I have seen death. Have you?
Many times.
Yes, actually.
Oh, and I don't offer you life or death. I offer you pain. And Hal just like puts his foot on the guy's leg and starts to press down.
Okay.
I assume this is
For a moment.
intimidation.
Yeah. Make an intimidation and advantage. As you press your foot down for a few moments, no shrill shrieking, but as you really clamp down under the mask here, you think your intimidation tactic is working.
You did roll a nat 20.
Then give me answers.
What do you want to know?
The ritual. I know when it happens. Where does it happen?
I don't know. Somewhere high above the city.
Alright.
Constable, any questions you'd like to ask? Or the rest of you? I don't know.
You seem to have it well in hand.
I've got a question, but it's not exactly relevant.
Who else is involved?
This is so any way to treat an old friend.
I ripped the mask off.
It is Scooby-Doo. No, give me 2
Walked right into that
seconds.
The fuck?
I punch him in the face.
Whack. Make me athletics or strength check. Your choice. Check, not a save.
Shit.
I don't.
Athletics.
He's out cold. Just whack.
Oh, I wasn't trying to knock him out.
Oh,
was
I
just
know.
trying to- Oh, damn.
You glass jawed him.
At this point, Shizuku just like,
Oh, for those of you who cannot see,
It's Lord Safe Room McPack.
Edward. It's Edward.
Oh, okay. Ah, what a lovely man.
at this point, Shizuku just goes like, oh,
Mikoto's just gonna grab him by the hair, wake him the fuck up.
obviously it's going to take a few moments to rouse him.
Sorry. Sometimes they just jump at people. And Hal just like clenches his fist and unclenches it a couple times.
He comes to.
that
Oh,
was going to be out of character.
That's a mean right hook.
Makoto's just gonna like pull him back so I can face him.
Oh, hi, Makoto.
Cut the formalities. I want answers now.
Maldark's one you do not want to let down.
Wait, can you repeat that? You cut out.
Maldark is not one that you want to let down. Someone you don't want to disappoint.
Hmm.
I mean, that ship sailed a while ago for us.
Yep.
Why did you throw yourself in with their lot?
Man's gotta eat.
You're a freaking noble.
Makoto just conjures a fucking nightstick and smacks him across the chest.
Just, oh, flunk. He's hanging on by a thread at this point, so to speak. You guys are just beating the snot out of him. Not to the point of death, just exhaustion. Maybe a name and title.
There are fields you can work if you're that desperate for food.
I would like to pull the constable aside and ask him a quick question, like quietly away from Edward's hearing. Constable, the rule about going above the city, how long has that been in place?
Above the city? Oh.
When we arrived, one of the things we were expressly told is never to go above the city.
That is quite an old rule. It keeps people in line, keeps the nobles safe.
Sounds like
that might not be the only reason that rule was put in place.
I do not think it a factor here, though I do believe it has been used to one's advantage.
Alright, and then I'll head back.
You got anything else to say before the wolves eat you alive?
Yeah. Watch out for his big bruiser. He ain't gonna be happy you killed his brother.
Which one?
You're a smart girl. You'll figure it out.
You mean Fist? He's dead.
He ain't the one you need to worry about.
I have a feeling that was going to be the shitty kind of vague warning I was going to hear.
Well...
At least he didn't disappoint. Constable, take this trash out.
Yes, we will dispose of them.
Makoto's just going to throw Edward forward. I trusted you.
What a son of a bitch.
I didn't trust him. But then
I
I
barely
just
knew him.
don't trust anybody.
That is wise.
Yes, don't trust anybody in this town, even yourself.
Especially yourself.
You'll get yourself in trouble that way.
I think the party can probably put the pieces together. Edward was involved to kind of keep tabs on you. And he had a pretty good story, being attacked and all that.
Claiming that the wyvern was simply a nuisance.
Yep. Shizuko will actually walk up to Makoto and pull him aside real quick.
Sure.
And actually say this.
I'm assuming
water.
this is gonna be
Bird speak.
It's not bird speak.
Why would it be bird speak? I'm the bird.
Tree speak?
Tree speak. Yeah.
So yeah, and she'll just like give Makoto like a look that says like, "This is not negotiable."
All right. Anything else?
Nope. And Herpy said she'll rejoin the group.
Let's
head out of here.
Let's take Zendra to the tavern. We can keep her safe for there.
What the medical attention are you going to get her at the tavern?
Ah, well,
Please help.
where's a place we can take her that she can get medical attention? I don't even know if they...
Where is a medical center that's going to give her a new heart?
Well, some of
We
the
don't
best
need a-
clerics in town.
We don't need a new heart per se. We just need something that's low profile.
Oh, let's just take it to the clerics.
There's that option. Somebody might also, you wouldn't know for a fact or anything like that, but the Vistani have kind of mysterious magical ways as well.
That's a good point.
And then she'll just say, "I think we know someone."
Also, Naz. Is Lux back?
Don't know.
Alright, that can wait then.
Alright. Let's get the hell out of here.
All right.
Yeah, really.
Also, before we go, she's able to just walk up to Edward's like unconscious form and just tap him down if he has any.
I think he's gone at this point. I think they've dragged him.
I want to at least take his wallet because
It's just like, fuck you.
Yeah, no coin on him.
for the coin.
All right, good job. You guys had some nasty combats back to back to back to back. This one could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
As soon as we get a second, I would like to spend some time with those magic items to see what they are.
Like identify?
Well, like, yeah, the equivalent of, not like the identify spell, but yeah, like identifying them.
You mean a prey?
Yeah, so we'll like looking at them, seeing what they do.
Like identify?
Sure, yeah, like, I would like to identify those items and see what they are.
Can you cast identify?
I will take them to the shop, dude, of the magic-y things.
Oh, Zoblop shop?
Yeah, Zolop shop. Zolop chop chop. Chop chop.
Also noted, Mikoto.
What?
No,
I said noted, Makoto.
Yeah, but it was more the shop thing I was reacting to.
Zolop one shop. One stop shop. Chop chop. But yeah, when we get a minute free, I would like to go there and get those two things.
Yep, not a problem.
Identify.
At this point, I imagine you guys are incredibly tired. You guys are going to have to bed down soon or start suffering exhaustion.
Yeah.
So I thought we'd go to the inn, get wasted, and then do stuff. How does that sound? This is all.
Sounds perfect.
I have not had any. I have not had enough drinks today.
None
I have
of
not
us.
had enough drinks in my life, considering that I can't get drunk any longer.
Wait. Are you mean because you're?
Because I've got a pearl
You-
pop.
Because what?
The gift thing that makes me
Oh.
into drunkenness.
Well.
But my But my paranoia is winning out because I'm just like, somebody's gonna slip me some arsenic at some point.
First things first, I do see, yeah, I see Kosui. He's at the bar, apparently.
Oh, for fuck's sake, this one's not loading either.
Time to kill Kosui.
Again.
Like I was gonna say, as soon as like they get to the bar, Shizuka's just going to plop down the seat next to him. Or...
Okay. I can put your tokens on here if we need to.
Awesome.
Oh, at some point,
Unlocked.
during the travel, we should probably have distributed the coin out.
So,
Oh, yeah.
how much was it?
537.
But we can just do
537.
the. Well, we can
Yeah,
just
just-
do the what's it called? And
Just parcel it and give some to Petrovich as well.
Let's do
Yeah.
this. Any mechanical things that you guys need to take care of, go ahead and do now. Let's take our 10-minute break. We'll try to get started about 5 till or the top of the hour if need be. Sound good?
all right.
Okay,
Sounds good.
Uh, what's it called? Are the items?
I will send you what they are. But obviously you'll need them identified.
Like I go get them identified, and then that happens off screen.
I will
then
do
I
so.
Don't have to.
Yep, I'll take
Cool,
care of
cool,
that
cool.
as soon
Thank
as
you.
I get back. So let's take a break. And I'm back.
So your passive is a 23 now?
No, because my wisdom hasn't gone up. What is it? Because it's a 10 plus.
Oh shit, yeah, it's up to 1 minute. She's been large for a long time now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's I have a 21 still in passive. When my wisdom goes up, this will go. It'll go up.
I thought you said you had a +8 bonus.
It must only be a +6 then.
All right, gonna deal with Zendra here real quick. She has a 90% system shock.
What?
From getting large again?
That's not good.
No, she's
Wait.
fine.
No, she's fine. It had to be above 90. Okay, so since we've taken a long rest, and I apply my invention points, and by that I mean replace body parts.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm replacing my eye. This will be my third body part I've replaced, so now I get to make a saving throw against myself to see if I gain permanent madness.
Let's do this.
I'm so fucking excited. I hope I fail. I hope I fail so hard.
Also, mechanically, I gave everybody a long rest.
Okay, so it's a con save against my own DC. This could go horribly. One second.
You're fine. Also, Hal, I'm going to send you some messages on Discord right now.
Awesome.
Obviously, you won't have them identified, per se, until you get to Zolblob's shop. Presumably, that's where you're going.
Okay. Sounds good.
You don't know the power
Damn it.
of the dark side.
I really need to move that key.
Is it just a hot key?
How often do you press that in game when you're running Star Wars?
A lot?
Fair enough. Alright,
Every time somebody does something evil.
here goes nothing.
I use dark side points a lot.
And that's a fail.
That is, can you link me that special chart?
Yes.
No.
You don't know the
All right,
power
that's it.
of the dark side.
What?
Actually, it's still in the chat between you and I from the other day.
I gotcha.
I mean, I can relink it.
Thank you. Give me 1 second. I gotta finish up a message to Hal real quick. Hal, it'll be multi-part.
Sounds good.
Wait, so what was the save you needed?
Insanity.
No, but
So
what
is
was
this
the
gonna
save?
go like?
No, because I'm asking what the number is because I can change that number.
Oh, you want to bend luck him?
Yeah. I don't need him going insane right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this gonna go like all Crusader Kings 2 insanity on us?
You're gonna start fucking your daughter's husband or something.
Naz, would +4 make a difference?
I think he's pleading the second.
That's his triple muted.
All right, I did roll.
Hello? Hello?
There, we can hear you.
Ah, there you go.
Jesus Christ. No, my spell DC right now is 16, which I guess technically I could use my inspiration to re-roll that too.
Yeah, but that would be up to you.
The question is, do you want to go slightly insane?
Okay, it totally depends on which one I get, because a few of these sound absolutely amazing, and I really want them. Some of them are fucking terrible.
Well, so the thing is, you have to declare, I think, before you know the result.
Yeah, I know.
Whereas my bend luck I can declare it after a result is rolled before effects go on.
Well, no, it's the same for advantage in our case. Technically, you're supposed to roll it before you know if it passes or fails, but because of how what's it called works. But no, he would have to declare it before he knows what the insanity is. And also it's his spell save DC that he has to roll against, and it's 16, so your +4 would not work.
Yeah.
So it's really, do I want to burn an inspiration on this?
Mm-hmm.
Could we
Fuck it,
bend
let's go
luck to
insane.
get? Oh, okay. I was gonna suggest, could we bend luck to like knock one or two of the bad ones off the board? Like this is
That
to be a
is
millionaire or something?
actually. I was gonna say, can I use my inspiration roll to re-roll if I don't like the badness?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'll go with maybe.
Only if it
Okay.
makes-
Are you rolling this or am I?
I've already rolled.
Okay.
I rolled a D100.
Okay.
Would you like to know what the roll is?
Yeah, just tell me the number.
25.
I was really excited for us never to know, and even Naz not to know. So when he goes bad, he's just like, "What's going on?"
No, because I have to role play almost all of these.
Oh, all right.
I'm okay with this.
Okay.
All right.
And we don't get to know, do we?
Oh, you'll figure it out.
Eh, you'll figure
Actually,
it out pretty quick.
they may not.
Fair enough.
We are
They
talking
may
about the
not.
same party that failed to notice that two of their party members were not human for an entire campaign.
It was a pretty safe roll, I'll say that. Considering it's a safe roll because it's Naz.
That doesn't help me at all.
Well, the other thing is we're going off a third-party insanity chart that actually has 100 different mental illnesses. That's not in any DM's book. For the
So we
record,
can't look
just-
it up.
Just to share this with you, one that I originally linked to Athrun was your character is convinced they're a lycanthrope and will seek a cure. On a full moon, they will shed all of their clothes and try to bite people.
That's hilarious.
As soon as I read that, I was like, oh god, I hope I get that. The best insanity ever.
I think this is a good roll because it's not super distracting, so to speak.
Yeah. Okay.
This one
I'm
fits
cool with
well.
this.
I think it's a good.
Yep, I would agree. All right,
All right.
moving on.
Yep. You guys go ahead and converse amongst yourselves. Let me know what you're doing. I'm going to continue sending stuff to Hal.
Sending stuff to
I'm just
someone.
going to the.
To Hal.
Okay.
She's just gonna. Several. I'll have these things.
She's just kind of cut out.
Shizuka is ordering booze. Lots of it.
Same.
Or more like 5 glasses.
Since you're seated next to Kosui, he has kind of half draped over his shoulder. It appears to be some sort of sash. It's a silken sash. It's like a very it's like a pastel blue color.
Mikado's just gonna be nursing several drinks while muttering to himself in Sylvan.
Hal is gonna just, over the course of the night, finish off one of his 2 bottles of whiskey with, like, the help of the party.
Dimitri very pointedly does not drink. He will eat food, though.
I will get a single glass of whiskey. Actually, no. I'll get a single glass of vodka, and I'm going to start writing up a report.
You hear
Probably soon.
Kosui mumbling while gently rubbing the sash. Save some for the rest of us. Why don't you? He seems quite on edge.
Can you repeat that? You cut out.
He says, save some for the rest of us, won't you? Don't drink it all.
Nad's gonna pull out his jug and be like, I got some Sprinkle Frogget for you right here.
Some what?
Exactly. But yeah, anybody who wishes for whiskey, Hal is passing it around the party. Just drinking.
I was gonna say, Nad's just gonna continue. Naz has 4 gallons of beer to get through, so he's just gonna keep pouring it out.
Oh my god.
And then once the bottle of whiskey is done, Hal's gonna go to bed.
So we're all just getting drunk.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yes.
much. This was too much of like a hassle to deal with.
I mean, y'all are. I'm still not.
Could always take that periapt off.
Yeah, I know.
All right, I think I got Hal taken care of. All right, so you guys just kind of taking it easy for the night. Some well-earned victories.
Yeah, I am notably staying sober enough that if needed, I can stand guard over Zendra
Okay.
if she's here.
Yeah, I don't have her token here, but yes.
Okay. We should probably, before we all go to bed, I will say, we should probably post watches tonight just in case.
We're at an end.
Yeah, still.
Are you suggesting that nobody attacks people in the inn?
I would be thinking that someone has common sense not to. But
We're dealing
I've
with
been proven wrong
terrorists.
before.
What kind of terrorists think in common sense?
We're dealing with people.
Once.
We're dealing with people who had a noble under their thumb.
Also that.
But was he truly a noble?
Who the fuck knows? But like,
They were powerful enough to bring. Oh wait, you're not even in the what's it called, so I can't respond to you in character.
They were powerful enough to put somebody as a noble or get a noble under their thumb. Also, they had a party that had the tenure there. So like, that powerful. I don't know.
Basically, we're looking at a fucking rabbit hole that we have no idea how deep it goes.
Yeah, sure.
No, and I'm loath to think that we might not be trusting the Tenyo.
She looks at the barkeep. Do you have any fire water?
Yeah, one second. He stumbles back to the back. Looks like you guys had a rough night.
That, my friend, actually just takes it. Like, how big is the serving?
It's like, think of it like a fifth.
And she just downs it in one go.
A whole
As she puts
fifth?
glass- Yeah. And she's gonna be feeling that in the morning, but she just puts it back down as that.
Okay.
Is an understatement.
Shizuka's gonna be fine for about, maybe 20 minutes. And then...
20 minutes. I wouldn't even expect.
I'm just applying this effect on myself now.
But no, Hal is notably staying at least somewhat sober, so he can take one watch.
If there was one time that I'd play to my flaw on my character sheet, it would be now.
Figured I'd pop up the evidence board again.
Helpful.
Is there like little bits of string connecting everything?
There are.
Oh, dang.
Multicolored string.
And somebody drew a paw.
Apparently.
That's the symbol for the Order of the Eye.
That is correct.
Oh.
I'm gonna put the crows.
A beholder?
That is the idea behind the motif, yeah.
Or, I guess we want.
Wait. We make Brother Fist on this?
Yeah, he's next
Yeah.
to Brother Hawk.
To Brother Hawk.
Cool. Let's draw a giant red X through him.
I mean, we can do the same for Brother Hawk as well.
Yeah.
Pointers, draw. How do I make sure it's red?
I don't know if you can do color.
Aww. Boris, draw 2 arrows
Oh, yeah.
through him.
I can't see still.
Oh shit.
I would too, but I can't see.
I'm close to that color. Aw.
Here. I'll just make myself red.
Here, draw it and I'll draw over you. Draw it and I'll draw over you. Oh, there. Oh yeah.
Y'all are great at this.
Yes.
I mean, he's in front of it, so what am I supposed to do?
Those 2 black X's were my drawing, by the way.
Fuck it, just John Madden all over them.
John fucking Madden.
They're never gonna win if they don't score any points. Thanks, Madden.
And then
There,
guy-
John Madden.
and this guy's the same
Perfect.
person.
Flawless play.
Then they're the same person. Or I guess he is one of the crows.
He appeared to be their leader. I think Isao, of course, is not with us at the moment, but I think he had some information. He did a little bit of scrying, and he knew that the crow was meeting somewhere in the Noble District. So that now makes sense.
That makes sense.
That it does.
Mother.
The bastard.
I just want to point out, just for the record, hitting him with a tonfa in the chest was a restrained response.
Who wanted to stab him in the chest? Who would have stabbed his mouth, didn't he?
Oh, Makoto wanted to beat the ever-loving shit out of him.
You got Willy Wonka'd.
Yeah, hard.
Anyways.
As a reminder, for those not quite in the know, Makoto spent more time hanging out with Edward than everyone else. That's why he was especially pissed.
Anywho, I think that we have, like, assuming this is in character or out of character, in character, Shizuka just like drunk in these slurs. We have to see someone, or maybe beat the shit out of him. Maybe.
Who?
Just maybe.
Who would be? Oh.
Who's the other fucking human we've been dealing with?
Well, the one who put us into a job with fucking what's his name?
Yeah. So
Well,
like,
I need to go see him. Don't actually do anything until I've gotten some things identified.
Fine.
'Cause,
So
like,
yeah, we're going there tomorrow, and you know, having a nice.
So, the eyes that I pulled out of Brother Fist,
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna ask
Can
me
I
to replace your
examine them somewhere?
They're in your head.
No.
No,
they're not.
different eye.
they're in his hand.
Not yet.
Oh God.
Actually, also a question. Naz, do you know the identify spell?
I don't need it because I got a nose.
Oh, I meant for like specifics of magic items.
Oh, no.
Okay, cool.
I don't think. No.
Okay, figured I'd check.
That's fair.
It's a very long, drawn-out no.
So yeah, I'm gonna sleep this off. Probably end up, you know, puking a few times, but then, good night, everybody. As Shizuka tries, emphasis on try, to walk to a room. Though I'm assuming, based on like that heavy drink, she just like falls off of her stool and doesn't move.
Barkeep, can you clean up this mess?
And that's her end day.
And gold was divvied out.
Makoto's gonna cast prestidigitation to clean up said mess.
The drool that is on the floor is slowly being etched away. All right, so you guys go to bed. Did we set a watch order? I know it was discussed.
I know it was Hal first, but after that, I don't know.
Yeah, you kind of lost sense of all time
Yep.
there.
Petrovich will guard for whatever time you guys aren't. Yes.
No worries. There are going to be no attacks tonight. So, morning comes. I imagine you guys get a little bit of a later start, just considering how much sleep you guys needed at this point. We'll say it's still early morning, but not dawn. I know people were going to go visit Zolblob's shop. Anything
Yep.
else?
Yeah,
And I
Liz is
think-
actually going to attempt
Who?
to call. Shizuka is going to attempt to call. Yes, thank you for catching that. Call for Daigo to at least come with her.
Yeah.
Where has he been this entire time, by the way? Has he just been in the inn room, just waiting?
I don't know. It's your pet.
Figure it out.
So yes, he's been there the entire time.
Kind of chewed through one of your pillows. Very rambunctious youth.
Pretty much. Alright,
I still don't understand why you got a pet fox.
What? What's wrong with that?
Do I really need to answer that question, Zuka?
I mean, why do you find it so weird that we would have familiars such as this?
Do humans keep monkeys as pets?
Yes.
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 Neverland Ranch.
Oh god.
Fuck is wrong with you all?
Well, it's better than a cat.
To be fair, some humans keep other humans as pets.
Yeah, that's especially weird. And wrong.
Let's not get into that.
Moving on.
Off to Zoblob's.
All right. Naz, before I forget, you said you wanted to do something with his eyes?
Yeah, I wanted to try to figure out what they were.
Make me a Arcana check, advantage.
Why did that not roll advantage?
A 29 is still really good. Okay, so examining these eyes, normal human eyes, total loss of sight. However, you are going to figure out the magic behind it. Some nefarious person was using this as a cornerstone of a spell of scrying.
Lovely.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
I think you can fill in the rest.
Yeah. Okay. So I doubt I'm gonna get anything else from these eyes.
The magic has since faded. Only a trace amounts are left, but even that will soon dissipate. The spell has been broken. But you imagine it gave the scryer or scryee, whomever was casting the spell, probably had 100% sight on things.
Right. Makes sense. Okay. We're all still at the inn, right?
Yes, but people are getting ready to leave to go out on their daily things. Several of your companions had made mention they're going to Kiev's.
I'm going to go to the innkeeper, bartender, or whatever he is, and go, hi!
Hi?
Where's this, eyeball disposal receptacle?
He looks down at you. What?
Trash can, Naz. It's called a trash can.
It's called a trash can.
I look back at them and go, yeah.
What is it that you want to get rid of?
I plop the two eyeballs on the countertop.
He stands there dumbstruck. He looks at the eyes. He looks at you. Back to the eyes. He walks over, grabs a small bin and his little brush. He puts the like the little basket or whatever next to the lip of the table, and with his other hand grabs the brush, pushes them into the receptacle, and then immediately exits the room.
Naz just kind of shrugs and walks over to the party like that was a completely normal exchange. And anybody who looks at him notice that one of his eyes looks weird now.
Naz, what did you do?
I kind of lean forward and exaggeratedly wink with that eye. Whatever do you mean?
Blink, blink.
And it's milky white, right?
Wonk.
No.
Is it like clockwork?
Yeah, it's definitely not a normal eye. You can definitely see metal pieces kind of whirring inside. There's some clockwork stuff in there.
Oh God, what did you do?
What does the new eye do?
I kind of look over at him like he asked a silly, childish question. Go. It helps me fucking see.
It's an eye, everyone.
Okay.
Why are you freaking out? It's just an eye, right, Naz?
Yes.
You see you see it almost kind of telescope out of the socket a little bit and then go back in. Yes.
Yep.
Eye.
Just an eye. As long as it doesn't start beeping, it doesn't start ticking down or explode, it's a normal eye.
After a few minutes, the
I look at
barkeep.
Shizuka and go, it could have exploded?
Yes, but if it exploded, then you wouldn't be able to make other things explode.
So as your guys' conversation goes on, several minutes have passed. The barkeep comes back out. You can see him taking his apron and wiping his mouth. He looks over at Naz and sees the servos whir as the eye kind of pops out back in. He stops, does a 180, heads back.
What?
I've had my fun, I'm done.
At this point, Shizuka just like does what? Don't question it. It's just Naz.
The room gets
doing
real
Naz
quiet, and you hear a coming from the back. All right, moving on. Zoblob's shop, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Going all together. Somebody going in first.
Shizuka will walk in first. Just like
I
wave.
Also need to walk in early because I actually need things identified.
It loaded! It loaded something!
Whoa.
That being said, it is just a picture, so...
It is
I'm
just a
not
The
sure.
picture got loaded.
Yay.
The picture loaded this time.
All right. So, how you walk in, I think you're pretty much down to brass tacks. Kiev, of course, greets you warmly and starts to go over the items. He is going to charge a small commission for his work, 25 gold per item.
Okay, so 50 gold. That's cool.
And he will have them identified. I know it used to take an hour, but I don't know in 5th
I think
edition.
it's 10 minutes. I think it's 10 minutes, but I will check for you.
So whatever the time is going to take him, and then he's obviously got free time after that. So we're going to go under the assumption of at least 20 minutes.
It's actually only a minute.
Oh,
to
wow.
cast the spell. I think it's 10. It's 11 as a ritual.
Okay.
That is correct.
That totally makes sense. So he's going to talk about the first item. The kama is a very dark yet light material. It is made of mithril. It is
Nice.
exceptional quality. He has not seen something quite like this, and he will offer a pretty penny for it, to the sum of 50,000 gold pieces.
Holy shit.
What? Fuck. Oh, wait.
Out of character, it's a +3.
That is
hit,
correct.
basically. That gives you advantage on climbing. I might actually want to keep it.
That's up for you to decide. If you ever want to part ways with it, please let me know. The second item, he starts examining. Oh, he tells you it's an obi, and he'll kind of like bring you down to it. As you can see, it's actually been blood woven. He's gonna start to describe he's gonna call it an obi of ogre strength. By ogre, he means more like oni, demon.
Okay.
And it bestows upon the owner the strength of such.
Okay. So,
The Oni Obi.
Obviously
Out of
requires attunement.
that's a strength of 22 out of character.
That is
Very
correct.
good. Who here is strength based?
You technically are.
Well, that's true. But I'm already wearing an obi, and it's my +1 initiative, so I can give that to somebody.
I mean, I'll take it if somebody else wants it.
Wear this. Jeez.
It's my tax.
I think he's the only one with strength as his main stat, actually.
So I could, well, if I wear this, I could make strength my main attack stat. Is the thing.
Again, something that you can decide.
Let's discuss that later. But no, I think.
But he would offer 25,000 gold pieces for this.
God damn.
But no, I think I'm gonna hold on to the comma at the very. I'm gonna hold on to both for now, and consider that he like wants us to sell the thing.
Okay.
Hey,
On to other business.
hey, Kiev?
Yeah, Makoto, right?
Yeah. I think I need new armor.
Yes, come with me. And he'll walk you down. And what are you looking for?
Light armor. Obviously, because that's all I can equip.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, come, follow me." You start to move around the shop. He's been in the back room before, but he's kind of moving to a different area here. He goes over to one of the bookshelves, moves a few items around with great ease and haste, and it starts to slide over, revealing a very narrow kind of passageway into a kind of a secondary room. In here, you can see the good stuff.
Well then.
And then he poses the same question. No. What are you looking for?
What are you buying?
What are you
selling?
Yeah.
He talks about that comma. Oh, buy it at a high price. Essentially, the party, given enough funds, has access to some pretty good stuff now.
Ooh. If nobody actually wants, like, if no, 22 strength is really good, but also so is 25,000 gold.
I honestly just need new robe, so that's up to you.
I mean, it's yours at the end of the day. If you want the money, go for it. The strength would be nice, but I don't absolutely need it or anything.
And the other thing is I can give somebody the one that gives them +1 to initiative.
The other thing is I could also, later on, I think I get the ability to increase my strength through potions. And it increases my maximum, too. Let me double check.
Yeah. This wouldn't set you at 22 and then potions put you above that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like I get a strength. Never mind.
I mean, you guys have some decisions ahead of you. Obviously, you can take the next week.
I do actually have a strength score when I increase my strength score. So if let's say I'm already at like 22 like strength, which is the max, right?
20 is the max.
20 is the max. This pushes you above that.
So yeah, it would I would get a 3-point raise right now, but it would also raise whatever my max could be by 3 points as well.
Right.
So like. So yeah, it's whatever you want to do, Peter. We can't talk about it like.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, you guys have a week to decide, technically.
Yeah. But we're also then light on funds unless we sell some of the stuff.
If you're looking for money, he kind of looks around. I do have a job. It's not legal.
The last job you gave us threw us in cahoots with the leader of the Crows.
Did that not work out to your advantage? He kind of looks around, worried.
They've been trying to kill us.
It's Tantibus.
He's right. This is pretty normal.
So, okay, you're an information broker. Were you aware that Lord Edward was the leader of the Crows?
He kind of strokes this little bitty kind of chin scruff that he's been growing. Not very well. And no, but there's always something about that guy.
But he's in prison now.
Out of character, I think this dude's solidly in our debt again.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you're looking for funds, I know of a job.
I am going to activate Fey Presence.
Okay. Can you throw the stat card out for me?
That did not work the way I expected it to. Give me a sec. Wisdom DC 15.
All right. He will fail.
He is charmed for 1 round. And
Okay.
during that 6 seconds, Dakota's gonna be like, "You're telling us the truth, right?"
Yeah. He looks at you again. I imagine you like the scene from Lord of the Rings when Gandalf shows his full presence. Yeah, in the Hobbit hole there. Yes, of course. It's dangerous, but there is a lot of money at stake.
Not just about the job, the Edward. You're being honest about that too?
I did not know.
All right. I just wanted to be sure. I apologize for putting you through that charm effect, out of character charm effect.
Yeah, and so at the end of it, he kind of looks at you and he's like, "I did show you my good stuff. We're all friends here."
Right. I'm having a bit of trust issues lately. I'm sorry.
Yes, all's forgiven.
Well, before we talk about that job, some studded leather there.
Yes, it's a very nice piece.
Man, I don't think I could afford +3.
No, I can tell you guys can't.
Yeah.
How much is?
Just straight up, nope, can't.
I see your funds. You can't.
Yeah.
How much would it be?
Well, he was offering to buy a +3 weapon for 50K.
50,000.
That's a good point.
So up that, yeah.
Okay, so maybe not +2 either, but would +2 be reasonable at this point?
Eh?
I'm just gonna ask stud leather +2.
He kind of scratches chin. Let me pull up prices on that.
I don't know where to find. I have no idea what the prices are, so.
Studded leather +2. It's considered very rare. I don't know what price range on that is.
All right, here we go.
LOL, rip my connection.
damn it. That's 3.5. Yeah, I had an internet spike here.
Oh, so everyone got disconnected.
Probably. But at least it's towards the end of the night.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I am also still here.
Weird. Oh, whatever.
Just a couple people had it.
Oh, since we have access to the good shit archive, I'm gonna see if you would be willing to trade this weapon for an equivalent weapon of a different type.
Mechanically, it might not have the additional bonus, but what were you thinking?
I mean, some quarterstaff or something like that with a +3. Or I don't know, or some other monk weapon. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what monk weapons are.
All right, so +2 is in the band of 5 to 50k. 3 is in the band of 50 to 100. Just FYI.
How much is a platinum?
10.
10 gold.
Yeah.
And it's 5k for +2. Did I hear you right?
Somewhere between 5 and 50.
Yeah, it just depends on what it is. Hal, he does have a quarterstaff. He will trade you pretty much even Steven, but let me roll to see if there's like an additional bonus to that. But even if there's not, he would do even Steven.
Okay, kind of want to do that. I like quarterstaffs. Yeah, I figure I don't really need advantage on climb checks, given that in a level I can just run up walls.
Fair enough.
A little.
Get a fucking matrix run.
I literally get, I can move my normal movement speed on horizontal and vertical surfaces, and as long as I keep moving, and don't end my turn elevated, I can just go and like not be affected. Basically, I get to wall run, and
So you fucking Neo.
yeah, and I get movement speed of 50. So yeah.
I'm gonna go with I guess I'll go a tier down then. How much would glamored studded leather be if I traded up my current armor?
Did you say glamored?
Yeah.
Of
It's
I
in
didn't
the
know we
list.
were playing 14 now.
Glamour is an actual magic enchantment in D&D.
What is that enchantment? I'm not familiar with it.
Here, I'll link it to you.
Thank you.
Because I believe this is still a +1.
Oh, okay, yeah. I found it in here. All right. So, and of which bonus? +2?
+2 is out of my price range still, so +1.
+1 still. Okay.
But studded leather's better than leather, so it would effectively be an AC bonus.
So we're gonna split the difference. You guys have a slight discount with him as well. He would do it for 2.5K.
$2.5K. And how much would my current leather armor be towards that? Or is that including that?
That's including the trade up. Yours is just normal quality.
It's magic.
Is it a +1?
Yeah, it's a +1.
So we're gonna knock off $750 from that price.
So 1.7K. 1,750, right?
Correct.
Shit, if I'm gonna get that, I need help. I need some financial help.
I'll offer to trade in my +1 quarterstaff as well, since I'm getting a +3 one to help out with Makoto's.
Is anyone at all interested in the job?
Well, Shizuka would ask, like, well, what is the details, job?
All right, so
That's a good question.
he's gonna bring.
How illegal are we talking?
All right. Well. All right. When you guys kind of fell through and didn't get the plans, we had to make do. So, as you know, the new bank is being built, and they're gonna transfer all them funds. I think that I can get us hired in as some extra hands to watch, and if we could maybe sneak off with one of them carts.
I'm just going to go into the other room.
I will follow you, brother.
Come, let us speak of goings on in Tell the Families.
Let us go to the room of lawful good.
Last time it was my idea, it ended badly, so I'm leaving this up to you.
That seems beyond what I want to. That seems of a level of illegality beyond what I am interested in.
It's fine. They won't even miss it.
You're asking us to rob what is effectively a bank.
No, I'm just saying you don't
he's asking.
make a delivery.
He's asking us to forget to deliver a cart full of money to what is literally a bank.
I mean, if you don't get it, somebody else might. I mean, bad things are going on with that crazy wizard man.
Crazy wizard man?
Yes, the one that's blowing up all the statues.
Well, he means no. I'm out on this one.
All right, fine. I will find someone else for the job.
I'll do it.
Just you?
Alone, if it has to be just me, then yeah. We need every edge we can get right now.
Al? Is Al here?
He is not. He went to
Oh.
lay down.
Oh, okay. Naz, you in for this?
Naz just kind of shrugs. Honestly, actually, probably not.
Yeah, no, I'm out.
Yeah.
We're likely to get ourselves killed with this.
At this point, Shizuka will walk up to Makoto and then just whisper into his ear.
Hey, little shorty, let me whisper in your ear.
Wow.
I don't have free real. Shut up.
It's free real estate.
It's free real estate.
I mean, the word on the street, this wizard man is trying to suck up all the gold. Lots of the small jobs aren't paying out much. But it's fine. I understand. I respect you. You have principles.
Is Makoto gonna answer?
I'm typing.
Oh, okay.
You hear the fox languages.
At that, Shizuka just says, "I'm in."
That's so in character. That's awesome.
Shizuka speaks
What?
up.
What I said?
Both of you, but I can just envision Shizuka just being like, ugh, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm in. I didn't want to say what you guys had said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll explain it to the rest of the party later if needed.
nah, as far as I know right now, given all of the information I have, I am out. That said, I do offer up my +1 quarterstaff to help with the cost of the armor Makoto wants.
Okay, so we will knock off another 500.
Ooh,
1.25.
How much was it total? 2,500?
That's where we started, yes.
2,500 minus 1.25k is
We're down to 1250.
1.25. I don't know if we have enough.
I have less than 400 on hand.
Oh, I have 150.
I have 100 flat.
100 platinum? That's 1,000.
Wait, am I?
No,
he's
100
flat.
gold.
Oh, flat. I thought you said plat, as in
No,
platinum.
100 flat.
Wait a minute. Am I the richest character in the party?
Quite
You might be.
How much do you have?
341 gold and a platinum.
I have more than you.
Okay.
Mainly because I haven't spent anything ever since coming here.
Wow. I've got 200 gold.
How much do you need?
He needs
More than that.
yeah, more than that.
No,
So,
but,
Ja-
what was the number?
He needs
1,250 gold.
1250. He has 400. I could offer up like 100.
No, if I get paid for the job, I could probably get a better one anyway.
If you got paid for the job, you could buy yourself a kingdom. Not literally.
But like a very nice castle in said kingdom.
You could become a lord.
A what?
Of a lord.
Lord Makoto.
I have no interest in nobility.
Anyway, so she's like, yeah, include me in on this job.
All right, we got 2. Sounds like everybody else is out, though. We'll have to hear from Asao, but...
Does it feel like we're planning
So wait.
the last heist of GTA 5?
Wait, are we
It is a
stealing
heist.
from a bad person? So, Naz is inherently a good gnome. And so...
But he's chaotic good, right?
Kiev propositioned it as this. Yes, it's not legal. You'll be doing a good thing by protecting most of it. But, I mean, this Maldark, again, word on the street is that he's been sucking up all the gold that he can get. So there's probable cause that he and his lackeys might swoop in and try to get their hand in this pie too.
Screw it. Naz will go. I already broke into a safe from some dude's house and stole his shit.
Damn it.
Yeah, but wasn't that
Fine,
Edward?
I'm in, but I'm leaving the illegal parts to you lot. The only thing I'm doing is protecting the gold that's already there.
And he's like, that's fine. That's fine. Here. And he's like, do you want to get your friends? They can be in on the not illicit part. We can talk about the others. Hush, hush.
It's up to them.
He's like, I can fix this. I can make it so it work for everyone.
It's all in service to the kami, after all.
Yes, that.
Hal will poke his head out to Boris and Petrov and say, like, you lot interested in helping protect some money being transferred to banks, given that this Maldark person is snapping up cash from everywhere?
And
Might be
Chizuko
able to
will poke
catch
her
his
head
breath.
out. In
Kneecapping
other words,
is
we're
tough.
stopping money laundering.
Kneecapping his operation in the pocketbook.
That's the idea.
Glad I'm a little more sold on. Peter?
You're saying me?
Yes.
I thought you said Peter. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear what you
Yeah,
said.
you, Peter. Petrovich.
Yeah, Petrovich, not Peter.
You told me. Anyway.
Petervich.
What, I never told you to call me Peter. I don't know what the
Yes,
fuck.
you did.
When
This
was
is
this?
literally
The
the most
Bogatir come back in arguing like husband and wife.
You told me back in. Anyway.
All right, so
Well, congratulations on your prenups.
Kiev wipes off the counter, pulls out a parchment, quill, and ink, and starts to get to work. He starts drawing out some streets. It's amazing how much level of detail that he can get here. And I will draw out a map for you guys as well. And we'll have it for our next game session. But he goes through and he does the streets, and he's like, here's the projected course. To my understanding, there are going to be 4 carts, horse-drawn. Perhaps we want to divide and conquer. He looks at some of the party, wink wink. If there are, 12 of you, 7 of you, we could put maybe 2 in each and 3 in another. Or 2 to 1. 2. He's not so good with numbers. He's more of a logistics guy. And if we protect these carts, my understanding, if I were to do this, they would try to separate the carts. If they could get their hands on even just 1, that would be a success for them. But if we have the numbers, perhaps we could stop them. What are your thoughts?
It's possible it could work. If we position if we position 2 and 3 of the carts, and then maybe 1 or 2 outside, and then maybe 1 outside, possibly a Sao as Overwatch, ready with his bow, to let us know when we're under attack.
The carts are going to be moving through the city, so stationary. It's possible, but the person would have to have very high mobility.
What is the...
Naz looks around and go, guys forget I can fly?
Actually, yeah, Naz could hover above rooftop to rooftop and keep watch as we move through the city.
That
You
might
also have
work.
pretty good vision.
I think I have something. Communication will be very important. If you agree, I think I can come up with a way where you guys can talk to each other and not be in the same place.
That would be helpful for this mission.
Is this some sort of magic?
Isn't everything magic?
He
I
kind
don't
of
think
just
I've heard of magic
bops
like
his head
this.
back and forth.
Yes, Kiev has many cards up his sleeve.
All right. Well, all 4 there are 4 carts, right?
To his knowledge, yes.
All right, and they're all going to be in a line.
I assume yes, unless they decide to all take different routes, but I don't think that is wise. I don't think that is what they will do.
If that's the case, our enemies would be least likely to attack from the front, because that would be the most obvious. Not only would that be far too obvious, but it would also give us the most time to react.
Most likely, they'll try to drop some kind of ambush on the final card, cut it off, and then steal it. That's what I would do if I were trying to ambush this caravan. But it also ensures that the rest of the cards get through. It's unclear.
Which means the middle 2 are also likely candidates.
Right. And then there's also the thing that we have taken into consideration. Whoever's driving
Yes.
the carts might also be in league.
So we need to, regardless of the circumstances, we need to have them all covered equally from the start.
Correct.
It would also be helpful if we could get the route ahead of time.
He has drawn it for you.
Oh, okay. So then it's we can then be aware if there's any deviation from the route and figure out why. If it's road closure, that kind of thing. Would the Clerisy have access to documents about road closures, potentially construction related, along this route?
That would be more Merkava.
Okay, we could get information from the Merkava, ask the constable if there are any closures of the roads for either festivals or some kind of construction on the day of the transfer.
Yes,
Could be a diversion.
as we are at the tail end of the Harvest Festival, he will start to mark a few things on the map. I believe they will all be closed to too much pedestrian traffic.
And they're like basically making sure the carts have to go a specific way, basically, right?
There is one alternate route, but I do not think they will take that. It is much longer.
Right.
Which means that's going to be the route that they end up taking. Because that's how these things go.
I don't know, but talking this out, this makes me feel very good about tonight.
Well, hopefully we can prevent these Mala from getting any more funding.
Yes, I think we will. And that's where we're going to end tonight. Thank you all for coming.
Yeah.